Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about gratitude and why it's important and why we need to increase it in our lives. Now, don't you hate people that don't have any gratitude? You know, the people you hold the door open and they just walk in. Yeah, so do I. But you know what I do in that circumstance? When I let them through, whether they say thank you or not, I'd say, "You're welcome." I've never got a smart remark back. I generally get like, "Oh, I'm sorry, thank you." Anyhow, gratitude. So, why do we need more gratitude in our lives? Well, number one, it's a psychological and emotional thing. If we appreciate what's in our life, no matter how small, it tends to boost us up. And that's one of the reasons I have people practice either first thing in the morning and or right before bed with their gratitude. Now, for me, I do it with my prayer. It doesn't need to be in a prayer. The late great Bob Proctor did it in affirmations. He'd always, whatever you want to have in your life or more of, he'd make it so it's present tense. He would say, "I am so happy and grateful now, whatever it is he wants to have." Now that's fine by me. If you want to do it that way, that's fine. However, I also want to bring in things that you do already have. Now, it can be as little as possible. Trust me. You know, we all have gone through really tough times, I'm sure. And so even during the tough times, we have to be grateful and thankful for what we have. You know, there's times first thing in the morning before I get out of bed, I pray and I say, I am so thankful for having eyes to see, ears to hear, legs that work, and I can stand up and get out of bed. Thank you for a car that works, that runs, has gas in the tank, money in the bank. Even small things like that. The people in my life that love me and I love, I go through the whole list. So I know starting my day that I have things to be thankful for, even if I'm like right on the edge of what's going on in my life right now. If you think about it, you probably have met somebody or know somebody who doesn't have something on that list I just mentioned, being able to see, hear, taste, speak, walk. We take way too much for granted, and being grateful about the small things that we do take for granted reminds us to be somewhat humble and be thankful that we have those abilities, those gifts. Same thing at night, you can do the same thing. Get your mental mindset set up for sleep so that if you had a rough day, at least you know you've done something or you have something and you're grateful for it. Another thing you can do is, besides prayer or an affirmation, is do journaling. You can have a gratitude journal and write things down. Now, the cool thing about this is it slows you down because you can think faster than you can write and do it, longhand. You can do it on your phone, but do it longhand and write these things down and really appreciate what it is. Look at what you just wrote down. You are grateful for these things. Okay. And one of the nice things about doing that is it really gets your emotions involved. Another thing is that later on down the road, a day later if you want to, or that night, you can look at it and see what you're grateful for as a reminder. You could be thinking like, man, this day just really sucked. My boss was on my rear end and blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the day, you open up your journal and you look at all the days and all the weeks in the past, all the things you're thankful for. You can put down large things too. You got a $96,000 check at work for something, or you sold something, or you won the lottery, or you just got married, whatever it is. There's big ones as well. But we need to do this every day just for our positive psychology, for our positive emotions, our positive self-worth. Now, getting back to Proctor and his affirmations, one of the things he does with that, these kind of affirmations, it's called the law of attraction. Now, I'm not fully bought into all these laws yet, but I think there's something to them. And one thing is, if you are thankful for things, especially in an affirmation, something you don't have yet. It gets you in a subconscious and conscious mind to be looking for those things, keeping your eyes open for opportunities to get those things. It does bring people in because you'll talk about it and you'll start attracting those people. And that's always a good thing. But gratitude, I've known in my lifetime when I didn't practice these kind of things that it was easy to get really down, negative, depressed, whatever you want to call it. But doing this does help lift you up and help you move forward. Like I said, you may not have much. You may be going through a hard time. You may not have a car that works, or you broke your glasses and you can't afford to buy new ones right now. Be grateful for what you have. Anyhow, my homework for you on this brief video is for the next 30, 60, 90 days, practice this. Whether, like I said, it could be a prayer, it could be an affirmation like Bob Proctor did, or you can just, list out the things that you're thankful for. And do it twice a day at least for the next 30, 60, 90 days. And after that period, come looking for this video again and write in the comments if it did anything for you. Did it improve anything for you? Was it a waste of your time? Whatever. Anyhow, on that note, I hope you do it and I hope you practice it. I hope you journal, and I wish you the best life ever. Until the next video, this is Donald Henderson signing out. Take care. God bless.